This is my story about how burnout changed my life. I'm passionate about the environment and renewable energy, so last year I was flown out to visit one of the world's biggest renewable energy companies to see their work in restoring wildlife habitats. 3 action-packed days, no time to myself. I was having so much fun I didn't mind.
When you get what you want, but not what you need.
It was absolutely exhilarating.
When you feel so tired, but you can't sleep.
I returned home and crashed for a week. After the high of my visit, reality hit me really hard. The non-stop excitement took its toll on me mentally and physically. I was drained, unable to process my thoughts or even get out of bed on some days. This was my first encounter with what I'd later understand was burnout. An overwhelming sense of failure began to cloud my joy, making me question my limits and my resilience. The whisper of adventure called to me once more. This time it led me to Wales, where I was to explore a groundbreaking marine research and conservation project. On a serendipitous note, my journey began with an encounter at a garage where I picked up a loaner car. There, amidst the mundane, I failed to recognise my own neighbour, a small, poignant reminder of the disconnect that I often feel. The electric drive was a journey through breathtaking landscapes, each mile reinforcing the promise of a greener future. It was the perfect fusion of my passions, yet a shadow of familiar exhaustion began to loom over me, like a messenger of the eternal storm that was slowly gathering strength. Returning from Wales, the weight of my experiences settled heavily on me. The excitement of discovery and the thrill of innovation were quickly overshadowed by an all too familiar weariness. It wasn't just physical fatigue, but a deeper, more insidious form of exhaustion that seemed to seep into my very bones. I found myself struggling to maintain the enthusiasm that once felt as natural as breathing. Tasks that used to fill me with joy now felt like insurmountable obstacles. It was a stark reminder of the cost of ignoring my own needs in pursuit of my passions. This time, I sailed to a renewable energy and electric vehicles event. Okay, so we've made it. Should be fun. Back on Sunday. Where I met and spent time with lots of interesting people in a way that I now know was highly masked and, dare I say, overstimulating. While I was there, someone said to me, "I think you could be autistic." I was horrified. In the quiet that followed, I completely burnt out. Feelings of unchecked anxiety and anger washed over me like unstoppable ocean waves. I was 41 years old. How could I possibly be autistic? I started delving into the world of autism through books, YouTube videos, and personal testimonies of adults on the autistic spectrum. Some of the books I read felt like they could have been written about me. Not like a horoscope, but as though the authors, several of them, were explicitly writing about my experiences, not theirs. I put myself onto a waiting list for a formal assessment and started watching content from autistic content creators here on YouTube. It was like going through a second adolescence for me. Every memory I had could be viewed through an autistic lens. It simply explains so much. All of my skills and abilities, my struggles and my challenges could be summarized by one word. I wasn't a broken neurotypical. Years of negative self-talk finally had a resolution, an answer. I was. No. I am autistic. I wrestled with denial and grief. I can't be autistic, I thought, trapped between wanting to belong and fearing that I already did. Reflecting on missing signs and misunderstood struggles of the past, I pondered how early recognition might have reshaped my self-care and my relationships. Stepping forward into the present, I finally, at 42 years old, met myself. I cannot state how life-changing it has been for me to finally be able to understand and reframe my experience. It's a profound feeling of peace. I haven't changed, but also I have. My current friends understand me better, and I've found a lovely and accepting community here online, made some new friends, and it finally feels, after decades away living somebody else's life,
Lights will guide you home.
like I finally come home.